All right, this is day 5, and we've had a lot of encounters that we've talked about. We've had a lot of stories, a lot of interruptions, and today I want to talk to you about a guy who is from the book of Luke again. I know we've been all over, but in Luke, there's a story of a paralyzed man. Now, again, this might be a story that you guys have heard before, but it definitely is an encounter with Jesus, and it is for sure an interruption. And the story comes from Luke 5:17 through 26. Now, so what's happening is Jesus is hanging and chilling, and he's healing, and he's there are people watching and trying to figure out what's going on. And at this point, people are beginning to figure out, they're hearing stories of what Jesus is doing. And so there's a man that is paralyzed, cannot get to Jesus on his own. And so it talks about his friends, and in the book of Mark, it talks about there being 4 that take him, and again, realizing that there are people everywhere. Just there's no way that they're going to get through to Jesus. They get really creative. Now, I hope that I have really creative friends when they see something that really needs to happen. So they take him up on the roof, and the roof was probably a flat roof, and so because of the way that it was built, they probably were literally having to, with their hands, unless they had a tool, but probably with their hands, remove sections of the roof itself to where it was opened up enough to where they could get their friend down through the hole. So the person and then the mat that he was laying on, they had to have enough room to get him down through the hole to be able to get to Jesus. And Jesus heals this man. Now people are wondering what is going on, like what is happening, and Jesus is like, which one's easier for me, to say something or to show you the power of God in what I do? And so the man at the end of the story gets up, like he has been healed. Now, I know what it's like to stop short. I know what it's like to see my friends need something and me go like, it's not my problem, it's not my issue. I don't want to get involved with that. I also know what it's like when people, when I see something going on in people's life and be able to step in and be able to help. And so I know what it's like to stop short, and I know what it's like to fight for something that I know is right. This man's encounter happened because of his friends. Now, obviously it was the power of God through Jesus, but his friends did not just stop and be like, well, no, it's too busy, gonna have to leave. They literally got up on the roof and made sure that his friend could encounter Jesus. They had creativity, but they also had urgency. When I think about like some places that my friends have taken me, sometimes it's not been a great place. Some places that I have taken others, sometimes it's not been great. And I want you to think about that. Like, where have you taken your friends in their connection with Jesus? Where have you been taken by your friends and your connection to Jesus? So when you read Luke 5 today, verses 17 through 26, which person do you identify the most with? Is it the friends that brought the paralyzed man? Was it the paralyzed man himself? Or where is it the people that were standing around, some of them going, why are you doing this? And others may have been just sitting there like staring and wondering what was happening. So who do you relate to the most in this story and why? And then I want you to ask the same 5 questions, okay? What do you like most about this story? I know you're like, Chuck, I've heard these so many times. What is hard to accept? What have you learned about yourself? What have you learned about God? And then also, what truth do you need to walk out? So listen, man, I am excited about all these encounters, and I'm excited to be able to share something really cool with you guys tonight. So we will see you tonight, and I cannot wait to hang out with you some more.